Good morning. So nice to see so many people today. And this is the second or third time I see the house full of people in this place. I have come several times, but today, one of the days, that so many people are here, and so happy to see you. I feel like talking hours, not 30 minutes. I felt I was mistreated when I was given 30 minutes, because I feel like talking more. But just I came back from Canada, and I was talking to some students. And the students, not a single Buddhist was there. All, it was from Catholic colleges, and all students, Christian or Catholics or Jews, but not a single Buddhist. So I was very happy, but they were sitting like this, I was sitting there, and I gave first weekend talks, then there were about 6 Catholic schools. This school informed the other college, then they sent group. The next day they do. So I gave continuously for 6 days Dhamma talk to Catholics, students in Canada. And one of the students who came forward and asked me, I don't know how to address you. Can I call you Mr. or Mrs.? Then I said, I'm not a Mr. Oh, he asked me. So I'm not Mrs. Not at all, I said. So then I said, I'm a monk. So there is a way. No, generally people call us Bhante. What is the meaning of Bhante? He said. Bhante means reverend. That is in which language? He said it's a Pali language. That is the colloquial language of the Buddha. Bhante means reverend. So you can address to Bhante to any Buddhist monk. Oh, he said, very nice. He said, then he introduced himself. He said, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. So I have heard about Buddha, but I also have heard about meditation. I am very much interested. So he said, can I come another day and whenever you feel like? I said, I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh, so we fixed an appointment. Next time when I come, maybe in a couple of months, I said. So when I go, I'll see him. So there is a growing interest all over the world, especially among parents, because there's a challenge for them. How to rear their children. It's a big question, big problem. Even not now, but even the Buddha's time. I remember one story that is in a discourse, Mahasala Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. Somebody came to see the Buddha, shabbily dressed, not even enough clothes to cover himself. And he came to Buddha and paid respect and looked at. But Buddha's question first was, why Brahmin? You are Brahmin, you are shabbily dressed, why? Tears rolling down his eyes. He said, Master, he addressed Buddha, Master, I have 3 children. They have put me out. Huh? How? What happened? He said, I was delighted when they were born. I desired their growth and progress. But when they grew up, at their wife's instigation, I was put out of the house. Buddha said, is there any event around? He said, I heard there is in the town hall, there's a gathering. Buddha said, you follow my advice. Go to the hall and get permission from someone and go to the hall and tell the people, the large crowd, just these three things. I was delighted at the birth of my children, and I desired their education growth, and at the wife's instigation, my children have thrown me out of the house. Everybody became, and one of his sons was there in the audience. So everybody was shocked. At the end of the talk, one of his sons who was there, he came. He asked him to forgive, and he took his father home and looked after him. And that is one of the cases. This is exactly what happened 2,560 years ago. Only recently, there was a nice similar story, exactly similar to that took place in India. That's very important, very similar. There was a lady, she came out of the mall with her baby daughter. She came out, here you call it grab, but he called it three-wheeler. It's a common mode of transport and cheaper, three-wheeler. And the three-wheeler driver was waiting there, said, Madam, you want to go? Yes. She got into the three-wheeler with her daughter, and this driver took them to their destination. When they go down, this driver got down and took a bouquet of flower, which he had already prepared, and also a pack of sweet. Then he gave to this lady. Madam, she was shocked. Why do you want to give flower? Why do you want to give her? No, madam, I have been doing this job many years to raise my one son. My son is going to be a chief minister of this province. For that I worked hard. And he's going to have an official bungalow residence. I'm going to move there. So this is my last trip as a driver. So this is not, madam, to you, this bouquet of flower or this pack of chocolate. These are all the passengers who traveled, who took my rickshaw, my three-wheeler. In their name, I am giving to you. Please accept on their behalf this pack of flowers, a bouquet of flowers, and my pack of sweet. And then she was happy, she accepted, then she wanted to give the payment. He said, no, madam, this is a free ride today. This is my veneration and respect to the people, passengers. You please accept this also, my flower. She accepted. So he said this story that I've been a single father since childhood. My son was born. My wife died. I took care of him. I worked sometimes 12 hours, 13 hours a day. I provided the best education. I had a dream to make him the greatest son. I did that. So, all right, she said, this lady left. She said, I wish you the best. Good. You have a nice life with your son at the government official bungalow. He said, good. After a few months, she was coming to this mall again. Few months. She saw that man was sweeping the floor, who was supposed to be with his son. Then she approached and asked, "Mister, do you remember me?" "Yes, I do remember. You said you are going to live with your son, who is going to be a chief minister here." "Yes, madam, you are right. My son got an official residence. He has now wife, and wife family also moved there. My son told me, 'Father, there's no room, you can find a place outside to live. Find a place outside.'" She said, "I was so down. I couldn't bear my emotions. Nothing but I left everything. I had nothing to leave, left everything. Now I got this job." This lady has a very nice question, and this man has the best answer. That is the answer of the Buddha. She asked, "Oh, mister, what happened? What went wrong?" He said, "Madam, I gave my son the best education. To come to this level, I worked hard day and night. It was my dream to see him occupy one of the best position in the government. Now he got that position, so he asked me to leave." "Yes." "So what went wrong?" "I did everything provided him everything to be a good professional. And he's one of the greatest professionals in India today." She said, "But I failed to do something. I failed to teach him what is right, what is wrong, what is bad, what is good. I failed to teach him Dhamma. This is what most important thing. Everywhere I go, I see young children, they kick out their parents. Many, of course, not all. Luckily, there are many children who are very nice, good, taking care of children. But everywhere this is happening. This is the sad situation. For that, we need to take care of the children. We need to do our best to guide them, to teach them what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. Failing to do so, you will face the consequences like this man who lost his family. His child lost his parents. So this is the trend today, everywhere. So that's why I said, I'm so happy to see so many children. Maybe they have gone out of the city, but the most important thing they have forgotten. I met a young boy in Toronto in Temple who said, "Reverend, I traveled 800 kilometers to take part in the activities today in remembering my parents. 800 kilometers. No temple, no monks. So I was planning. I lost few days of my job because of this trip, but I am doing it with great pleasure, happiness. To pay gratitude, to be grateful, the departed one, it is indeed a great thing. You are here today in large numbers. It's a sign of transformation. You are happy. You think of your parents, your departed one. It's not necessary to come into and just think of that. More than that, to be grateful, to pay homage to them, what they have done. In every one of our, we have 45% of genes of my father, my mother. You do have the same thing. Every one of us have 45% of genes in your body is from your parents. So that's why I look a little bit similar to my parents. You look similar to your parents because the genes. So therefore, you are motivated by certain activities of your parents. Even if they are not similar to you, but it is the duty of the children to be better than parents and take care of your parents who are far away from here. It is, I don't know for whatever reason, it is even happening in the Buddhist community, not very far from here, Central Point. Near the bridge, I saw a lady. I felt so sad. I want to read a story about her. She could speak English. I have one daughter, one son, here in KL, here, not very far from here. My daughter is a medical doctor. My son is a medical doctor. They are living apart, two different locations, not very far from here. I wanted to reach them. They have not answered their phone. They know where I am, my pathetic situation. They do not want to see me, they do not want to take care of me, but I work hard. Sometimes 12 hours a day to teach them, provide them education. And here what has happened. In a fancy apartment, son who is living fabulous life with a wife, daughter is living in a fancy apartment, fabulous life with a husband, but the mother is living under a bridge. Under a bridge. Not enough food, not enough clothes, no medication. This is part of our society. Don't let this happen to you. You cannot guarantee whether it is happening or not. But the possibility, chances are there. If you ignore the duties that you have to do, the responsibilities that you have to do, you will, who knows, come across to face this situation. Therefore, we have to remember the parents, the grandparents. So it's good that you have come in large numbers to pay homage to your departed relatives. And before they depart, it is good to think of these things and take care of them. The Buddha has encouraged children always to take care of the parents. I do not know anywhere in any faith, nobody has taught more than the Buddha to take care of the parents, children, and encourage the children. Somebody came to Buddha and asked, how do I pay due to my parents? He said, even if you put your father on this shoulder and mother on this shoulder, and if you carry on them in your whole life, feeding them, bathing them, taking care of them, you still will not be free from the debt that you owe to your parents. So, the duty, the parents, we do need to educate our children to know the importance, the responsibilities, the duties towards the parents. If you fail to do that, you are going to be definitely suffer. We come daily. Only about a couple of days ago, young lady with a young boy, small son, she was crying. I asked why. Bhante, he's naughty. Here is the report from the teacher. He says and he's doing good, but the teacher says no. What should I do? I beat him. I shouted at him. I tried to teach him. Don't shout, don't beat. Your son is just like a flower. How do you touch the flower? You first look at whether it's smelling, beauty. You handle like him, the way you handle a flower. Talk to him nicely. If you shout at him, you are directing him towards a wrong path. This is what is important to understand. We should not miss this opportunity. There are many, many books written by experts, both here and abroad, what they talk about, how to rear the children, how to raise the parents. And somewhere something has gone wrong. What is that? It is important to investigate. When a child is born, when the child who cannot read or speak, for the very first day, 2 days when he opens his eyes, he's studying. He learns. He looks at the mothers, look at the father. They understand. When the father is shouting at mother, wife, it is recorded, this baby's. When the mother is yelling at husband, that is recorded in the baby's house. He grows up with that. He knows that there is something wrong. He doesn't understand, but it is recorded here. With that knowledge he grows up. And you have, without your own knowledge, you have misguided your child to be rude towards whoever comes to him. That's the thing. A Buddhist does. In one of the sutras, he said, the mind is so beautiful, nice. When we were born, look at the small baby when born, you look at. When you look at, you feel like hugging, getting, embracing, giving a kiss. Because just like a full moon, so nice. He is free from all, no contact. So beautiful. Mind is so clean. But day by day when we grow up, we add certain things. And now we become heavier, heavier, heavier. More than good, we create bad things. We become angry. We can become jealous. We begin to hate others. We are ungrateful, shouting, anger, all these things are the burden, heavy things, and we become very heavy. More we become heavier, we look also, it reflects on our face, on our activities. When you look at sometimes, some people, you say that, what a nice person, what a nice person, pleasant person, they be. Where he or she walks, so nice, so pleasant. That is reflected our thoughts. That's what when Prince Siddhartha was walking, girl through the looking at the window said, Nibhuta nuna so mata, nibhuta nuna so pita. Nibhuta nuna sanari yassayang idisopati. Indeed, this person, father, must be a great person. Indeed, this person, mother, must be a very nice, calm person. Yassayang idisopati. If he is married, his wife must be indeed a blessed one. The way we talk, the way we look at things, is reflected in our body, our face, things. So it's good to always, rather than be angry, and rather than inviting unnecessary into our mind, if we try to control our mind a little bit, then we will be happier person. These are the things that we have to teach to our children also, to be calm. But teaching is not important if we fail to show them an example. Houses, when you go to some houses, we feel that you don't feel like going into the houses. Because something is there that prevents you from going into the side. Why? Because the troubles that is reflected in there. I told this story also in the time. Recently I went to a house. A school teacher came and asked me, Bante, would you please come to my brother's house? I would like you to bless them, my wife, my brother's wife, and 2 children. I went there. When I entered this fancy apartment, at the entrance, something is pulling me out. I cannot go, something is pulling me out. But I stayed there few seconds, but I forced myself to go inside. When I went inside, wife was sitting this side, husband was this side, 2 kids were sitting this. Very nice, charming, beautiful 2 kids. But I see that tears were there. That was giving me kind of message. So I just started talk about 20, 25 minutes. Then before I leave, I blessed them with chanting. And no communication. I didn't ask for the reason, but I have word to them. I said, I have invited angels, divine beings to this house. Please don't chase them away. Don't chase them away. That's it. I came down. This lady who took me there asked me, Bhante, did my brother talk to you? I said, this is the first time I went there. You say I didn't talk. Right? Just smiling me. Then my sister-in-law, this is the first time I went there. You are the one who took me there. Then how do you know their problems? I said, I saw in the face. I saw in the house. It was eye-opening. I told her the situation. So these are the things very important to understand. Especially parents, those who have kids, you have to take extra care of, extra attention to what you talk, how you conduct yourself. Because children immediately catches up. Sometimes they do not know how to question, but it is recorded in their brain. And they grew up with that. My father shouted at my mummy, I should also do one day. My mummy shouted at my father, I should also do it later. Children grow up. This they will also try to apply when they are outside. They are rude to others. They are rude to the teachers. They are rude to the elders. Because these things we have failed to teach them. If you fail to teach them, then the responsibility lies not in there, but in your hands. So the parents, we are today, remembering is a great thing, to remember the departed ones. Departed ones, remembering is why it is important. Some people now, scientists, researchers, they are trying to write many, many things. Those who have left, they are coming back. Even before they leave the houses, this life, they predict, I will be born as a child, as a family member, and these things are taking place, happening. So there is a communication with someone, something. Even before our death, we are able to say where we will be ending up. Buddha said that we are unable to tell where we will be born. 4 things in the world. At the time of death, and under what circumstances we will be dying, and where we will be heading, the last thought that appears on our mind before the death. So these are very important to understand. If everything depends on how we behave, how we conduct. Manasache padussen, this is what we say. Whatever you do, whether in your good mind or bad mind, it will result. It will come after you. So the Buddha's teaching is, most important thing is to control your mind. To control your mind. If you control your mind, everything is there. Everything is there, because controlled mind can do the best. Better than parents. Better than anybody else. Controlled mind brings happiness. The same way the wicked mind, uncontrolled mind also can do harm, worse than a worst enemy. So good or bad lies in your hands. Nobody is to blame. My goodness, your badness doesn't depend on others, it depends on me. Atta Deepa Viharata, Buddha said, don't count on others, count on yourself. There is nobody who can help you when the time comes. Therefore, it is important to understand how this takes place. One day we are going to leave this world. When we are going to leave this world, how we do, what will happen at the time of death. The scientifically proven how the death is taking place. Our parents, our relatives, some of our relatives, they are no more. When they left, if they can come up and they can say how it was the situation when I left this world, the last minute of the death. Last minute of the death. If we know how it happens, we will definitely try to prepare for ourselves to face that situation. It's a pathetic, painful situation. We all were born crying. None of us were born smiling. All were crying. None of us were born. But at the same time, at the time of death, we cannot die or we cannot smile. Why? This is 5 senses. This is scientifically proven. Before death, we have gone to many places to chant dying people. I feel when the people are dying, there is no point of chanting because they cannot hear. They cannot feel. They cannot communicate, talk. So, what will happen before the death? Slowly, first thing, we lose the power to hear, power to see. Eyes remain closed. Mouth, lips tight, can't talk. And then our brain remains active a little bit. Our body, hands, legs remain tight. But there is something in our physical body, that's a heat. Heat. Heat is there. The heat is there. What will happen? Our brain works. It gives in the few minutes to live. At that time, it slowly put an end to the ability to hear, ability to see, ability to feel the feelings, ability to hear. And slowly then this heat, once the heat is gone, that is the sign of death. At that time, our brain works fast. And we have ability to think a little bit. That is the moment. Chutti chitta. The mind that lives at the time of, the thought comes at the time of death. That is the time we think whatever you have done, whether it is good, whether it is bad, that comes to your mind. That will decide your fate. If you have been a murderer, if you have been a very wicked violent person don't expect to have a peaceful thought at the time of death. If you are a peaceful person, calm person, definitely you will have a kind of peaceful thoughts. And you will be able to take your mind under control. And here at that time, fast moving. In a second, the mind goes. Whatever comes to mind, it will decide your fate next life. This is how. Very scientifically proven. So, we, at the last time, you invite people, even monks, and go and chant. Out of respect, we go. But chanting on the deathbed will not help, because he cannot hear, he cannot feel, he cannot do. First time I saw somebody was chanting, daughter was sitting, husband was sitting, and this lady, last moment, with difficulty, opened, last breath. The last breath that she took 80 years ago, it just, death came. And at that time, daughter hugs and says, "Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you." Oh, what, I didn't want to jump there and say, but later I tried to explain, should not do. That's why people ask, don't even go. Because you call my mother, my father, my darling, my husband, my children, all called, they are going to be harmful. Because your attachment is giving you a bad birth. No attachment. Just like a baby when he comes to this world, no attachment, anything. So nice to see the face. So beautiful. No burden. But when we live, we try to live like that. No bad thought, ugly thought. But whether it will be good thought arise in your mind is up to you. Nobody can force. It happening at the last moment. Mind is working fast. And that's the time to say. When you're born, you cry. A piece of flesh coming out of the womb. And immediately the heat, connected heat, he breathes in, he or she. That is the first breath. Life begins there. Scientifically it's proven, life begins with that first breath. It is. And that breath continues 50 years, 60 years, 30, 80 years, 90 years, up to 100 years. And that very breath, last breath, birth, death, it's just going from first birth until the last breath. The last breath is the heat, energy. Life begins with the heat. The baby comes, it's not alive, but with the birth. When the baby is born, rise. Immediately inhale. Heat. The death, that breath is gone. Death occurs. Birth and death. This is a struggle that we are trying to. We don't want to listen to word death. We don't want to go to the funeral. We don't want to see dead bodies because we don't like death. Buddha has a good answer. If you don't like the death, stop the birth. Stop the birth. It's good that we remember our departed one and everything, the offering prayers and do good, all these things. There is nothing other than that is prolonging of long journey of samsara. Whether it's a good place or bad place. Sometimes in good place, sometimes in bad place. People like to be in good places always. One day, somebody wanted to, Hindu yogi wanted to see the Buddha and want to know, see the fast way to go to the heaven. He came to Buddha. He didn't come alone. He came with a box of sweet. And he came to Buddha. Buddha was sitting in a tree. And he gave a sound to Buddha, signal. Throat from the throat. Buddha opened eyes, smiled. Look at him. before he paying homage, before he even giving a signal to Buddha that he is here, he's thinking, oh, Buddha, what? He's a bald head. He has no long hair tied, not here. He has no beard, mustache, yogi. So, first disappointment. He was expecting Buddha to be like a yogi in the Ganges. So I don't want to pay him homage. I don't want to pay him, give him this box of chocolate or chocolate sweet. So Buddha, this man, yogi, Buddha understood what he came. But Buddha completely in a brief sermon, he told him the anatta, dukkha, all this suffering of the world in short brief. But Buddha never said how to go to heaven, what to do to go to heaven. In an entire teaching, Buddha has never encouraged anyone to go to heaven. Never he has enunciated a path, so a path, that this path will lead you to go to heaven. He never encouraged. So this man who came to us, look for an easy path to go to heaven, he was a little bit disappointed. Then he said, okay, I came. First disappointment, he was not having hair, bald-headed. Second disappointment, he is not teaching me go to heaven. So should I give this box of sweet? Buddha could read his mind. But anyway, now he is going to go. He said, Buddha, oh, Buddha, you are one of the most wisest man on the planet. I'm so impressed by you, see. But now I want to give this sweet box to you because the Buddha said, we are not, Buddha is not preaching to solicit gift or anything. You are looking for a path to heaven. If you want path to heaven, you can go on the Ganga, and find some yogis who will teach you the path to go to heaven. You can give this box of food to them, not to me. He said, then he wanted to know, what is the purpose, mission? Buddhosa bhagava bodhaya dhamman deseti. Buddhas, having attained the Buddhahood, he teaches others to attain the Buddhahood. Dantoso bhagava dhammataya dhamman deseti. Having tranquil himself, he is teaching others to tranquil themselves. Dantoso bhagava dhammataya, tinnoso bhagava taranaya dhammante se si. Having crossed over the long journey of samsara, I teach others to cross the long journey of samsara. Parinibbutoso bhagava parinibbanaya dhamman deseti. Having attained the supreme bliss of nirvana, Buddhas preach others to attain the supreme bliss of nirvana. This is the mission. This is what most of us, we have limited our Buddhism is not necessarily offering dana or anything. It's beyond that. Buddha never taught us to go to the second stage of heaven. Here in this world, try to attain the supreme level. You were born as human, but we are not supposed to die as a human being, but to die as divine being, at least. So the path to liberation, Buddha has taught us. Path to emancipation, Buddha has taught us. Path to get rid of all suffering, Buddha has taught us. If we fail to apply to our daily life, then we have failed some sort of our own responsibility. That is, the teaching of the Buddha having attained the supreme bliss of nirvana, we teach others to attain the supreme bliss of nirvana. That is the mission and that is the vision of the Buddha. Just going to offering dana, something like, these are simple things. Today, we are here especially to remember our departed one. That is good. It is good to teach our children to respect the elders, respect the parents, respect the brothers and sisters. These are the things that we have to, this kind of things, thoughts we have to nourish. We have to teach them. Only then you can expect your children will be good. Putta Uttama Uttama, Buddha said. Somebody asked, what is the greatest wealth people have? Putta Vatu, children are the wealth for someone. Therefore, we have to protect these children. Wealth, properly taking care of them. If you want to expect your children to be decent to them, try to talk them nicely, try to teach these things nicely. Prince Siddhartha, his one and only son, Rahul, he had the right to be a king, but he didn't allow his son to be a king. He just took him and ordained liberation from the old suffering. So it is always good to teach your children what is important, what is needed to be done, so that parents will be happy, so the children will be happy, so that good parents is a good wealth for the children, and the good children a good wealth for the parents. This is a message that Buddha has always teaching others. And today this is a trend that parents are losing their children. Children are chasing away parents out of the house. That is such a sad, pathetic situation. What a unfortunate situation. So this is what we have to teach to the children. If you fail to do that, you have failed to do the most important duty, responsibility on your part as parents. It's good that we have come today to remember your departed one. Now how you know, is there anybody you have communicated with your departed ones? Is there anybody? No. But there are some people who communicate with people. At the Central Temple, I was like this, giving a dana time, brief talk. We asked somebody the purpose of dana today giving. Some people say this, that. I saw one young guy, he wanted to say, but he was shy. He didn't come forward. But after dana, he came to me. Bhante, I wanted to share the merits with my friend. I have met him only once. Once, yes. I met him only 6 years ago. Now, for the last few weeks, every night, he appeals to me and say, do something and transfer some merits, he said, share some merits. He said, this continue. So his young man told his young wife. Young wife was a Christian, husband is a Buddhist. But wife told, forget it, maybe you are not sleeping, you are half asleep. But this happening continues, is bothering. He told me, this man I met in, there's a public game in the playing ground, I met him once. And he is the same town where I am. And he is married, his wife is Christian. And he died. I met him only on that day, 6 years ago. And now he is coming and asking me every day, bothering me, share the merits, share the merits. Why not his wife? He didn't ask. Why not somebody else? Said, maybe I'm the only person that he can trust. Somehow, he has told also this story to his wife. His wife has given the same answer, saying, maybe you are not in good sleep, maybe something. But he continued and share the merits. So after that, we did this sharing of merits. And I told him, if you comes again and bother you, please come, we can do the next day. He didn't come after that. But there are many stories like this. Many stories all over the world. People are coming, people are staying, traveling. There is a very important sutra, discourse, in the Anguttara Nikaya that is called Tirokudda Sutta. Buddha said, Vihara Bharesu Tittanti Agantwana Sakangarang. Buddha said, many of us, those who live this world, many of us are back at their home, but not doing any harm. Sometimes Dwarabharji, just at the entrance of the door, Tittanti, just looking at, not doing any harm. What looking at? Because of the attachment to my children, my wife, my husband, my family, my TV, because of attachment, you are back. That attachment, maybe the house will be demolished, people will be dying, no more, but still he will be there. He or she will be there because of attachment. See what a harm the attachment has done. What harm? Many stories are there. People, but don't get upset. When you go home today, don't think maybe my relatives are there. Don't worry, nothing happens. You don't. But one thing is that this is the situation, and that's scientifically proved. Many books are written. Many books are written. If I tell you one story, there will be many stories, so I don't want to. Maybe I have gone more than the time that is allocated most already. But it is good because think of these things, because Buddha said not to count on others. Today, you are here, remembering your mothers or fathers or relatives or grandfathers or grandmothers. How you can count on brothers or children when you are gone? Look at the mother just near this central point. 2 children, doctors, they are abandoned their old parents. When in living time, if they are not coming to help you, how can we expect them when you are gone to expect them? How you can expect them to go and share the merits? Forget about it. Atta Deepa Viharate, Nanatta Sarana. Don't count on others. Count on yourself. Do yourself. Whatever you do, it will be yours. Nobody can help you when the time comes. But there is only one level. Somebody is born there, only at that level, that Paradatta Jivi. Para means outside, given by outside. Accordingly they can share your merits and emerge somewhere, have a better birth. That is called. How this sharing merits? People use the word transferring merits. You cannot transfer merits. You can go to bank and transfer money, but not merits. How you can transfer merits? You can do it, but it's not the right word. To transfer is wrong, but the real word is sharing. How to sharing? This is, please, it is good to understand this. Now you go home. If your wife didn't come, if your mother didn't come, if your brother didn't come, if they didn't come, now you go and say, here, I went to the society, I offer flowers and listened to the Dhamma talk. One bold guy came and he talked, we listened to him. A Buddha's talks. And you also concentrate your mind with good thoughts. These thoughts are very powerful. Witch hunters, what they do? Witch hunters, they are ugly, bad. With a bad thought, they said, may you vanish. Bad thought, bad. Which cannot do good. Bad thought. Same way, good thoughts, we think of our relatives, we think of our friends, we think of all those who have died. May they be well and happy. These thoughts, powerful. They can traverse, unlimited, borderless, timeless, limitless, even any other planets. Doesn't matter where they are. You can share the meditation. This is what. Whenever you do good thing, you think of everything. Those thoughts, that is what we call metta. So it is important. Just come to the temple, just come to society, offer him prayer and listen to God and go home, then different life. That is not the Buddhism. If you don't practice meditation, few minutes a day, you are not a Buddhist. Don't die without practicing meditation because you are nobody. You are dying not as a Buddhist because you have not practiced meditation. Meditation is such a simple thing. This is the most important thing that the Buddha found, the guiding, a supreme meditation that will lead you. Then that yogi came to and expect Buddha, that Buddha will guide him to go to heaven. No. Parinibbuto bhagava parinibbānaya dhammante. Having attained a supreme level, I teach others to attain the supreme level. So that is the teaching of the Buddha that is available. Therefore, try to do a few minutes a day a meditation. Don't die without doing meditation. You are simply dying an ordinary man, not as a Buddhist. I am teaching you. Let us take 5 or 10 minutes more. I teach you a simple, very nice technique, a technique of the Buddha, how you do it. You try to do this every day, doesn't matter at what time. Best time, any time is the best time when your mind says it is right. Normally when I wake up, 4:45 in the morning, I sit. Then later I do the rest. So you cannot do that when you are not free, when you are free. But whenever time permits, whether you go to work, or after work, or whenever time permits, don't fix a time, say that I have to go to this time meditation. No. Because trouble, if I sit, my husband will yell, if I sit, my wife will yell. So sometimes husband going for retreat outside, because house is not a place. Then wife says, oh good, my husband is gone, so I can do a retreat at home. So this way. So it's good to understand. Do a few minutes a day. You don't have to be old. Better teach your kids first, because that is the time more powerful, easy. So then they will be a really decent kids. Now I'm teaching you how to sit for meditation. Okay? Kids, listen to me. Okay? Can you be silent, please? Huh? Okay, you hear me? Okay. Don't talk, huh? Alright? Keep your mouth closed and look at me. Okay? Very good, nice. Now when you sit like this, you sit any comfortable way. It is recommended to sit cross-legged. Keep your body straight. Keep your body straight. Sit properly. Don't close your eyes. Look at me. And wherever you keep your legs, keep at the same place. Now wherever you want to keep your hands, keep it there. Keep your body straight. And now, even for any reason, for whatever reason, don't move your hands or finger, don't scratch here and there, don't move your legs, don't try to change your position. Sit like a statue behind me. Sit like a statue behind me. Keep your body straight. Even for a second, Don't change your position. Don't try to bend down. Don't try to scratch. Now, slowly close your eyes and just see from your feet to your head, slowly see. But don't move your hands or legs or position. Just sit like a statue. Just sit like a statue. Keep on sitting. Don't move your hands or legs. Don't change your position. Just like a statue. Keep your eyes closed. Just see. Don't move. Just sit like a statue. Sit for a few minutes. Don't move your hands or legs. Don't change your position. Sit. Look at your position from the feet to the head slowly. And don't change the position. Don't you move your hands or legs. Keep your body straight, just like a statue. Don't open your eyes. Keep your body straight. Don't move. Don't bend. Stay as you are. Don't move your hands or legs. Don't move anything. Just keep your body straight. Don't move your fingers. Keep your body straight. Okay. Keep your body straight. Don't bend. Don't move. Don't scratch. Just see from your feet to the head. Don't move. Right, okay, now you can open your eyes. If you want, you can stretch your legs. So, that is the testing of yourself. If you are unable to keep 5 minutes without moving your hands or legs or scratching, you can question yourself, how calm I am. How calm I am. How I control I am. When you try to see this, you are not even the first stage of below zero level this is what I am teaching. When you are able to take everything under your control, your mind, you are able to go to the next stage. This is you trying to take your physical body under your control. Vina kaya bhavana, chitta bhavana nattiti. Without physical control, there is no mental control. So it is important to take your physical control under you. That means you don't stretch your legs, you don't scratch. You control. You take your physical body under your control. When you are able to take physical parts under your control, then you go to next stage, that is called mental control. So this is a process. When you take the mental control, you try next step, you try to teach mind. You don't do what the mind says you to do, but you tell the mind what to do. When you come to that level, you can tell the mind what to do. Right now, when mind is doing its own, dangerous, not always good, harmful. But when the mind you take under your control, when you tell the mind to do these things, that is beautiful thing happening, wonderful thing happening. You are the most peaceful on the planet. So this is the teaching of the Buddha. Slowly try to. So don't give up. Don't give up. You do this technique 5 minutes a day. When you are able to keep your body without moving, without scratching your head or legs or anything, just like a statue, you are just observe, see from that. 5 minutes, you develop it to 10 minutes. You develop it to 15 minutes. At that time, you feel, even the people, even the family members at home will say, oh, she looks nice. Way of her or his walking is nice. Talking is nice. Because it is not you are talking, it is the disciplined physical body now responding, not reacting. When you control your body, physical body, your hand is not going to be aggressive. Your hand cannot produce aggressive things. Your leg cannot produce aggressive things. Your face cannot produce aggressive things. People look at they will say, he looks calm, nice. This is the product of this physical meditation. Then you are able to do that for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Then you begin to look at your mind. Then that is the beginning of the meditation. So do that. Do that, please. Do that. Always Buddha encourages us to do that, do that, do that. That Brahmin who came to ask path for liberation, Buddha said, no, not to go to heaven. Heaven is another transit place. You may stay 1,000 years, but again you will end up somewhere you do not know. But heaven is also a dangerous place. Therefore, Buddha taught us to go from human to divine level, then divine level to supreme level. So it's good to practice. Please practice this. Few minutes a day. morning or evening, many times, morning and evening also if you can. Whenever time permits, you do that. Then that is the beginning of that. More you do, you will be feeling it. Calm in your word, calm your action, calm your regard. Everything will be, so will be peace. And when you develop that, even if it is not this life, but this will be again and again next life. Please keep this, what I said today. Make your house a small shrine place, a divine place. Let the divine beings dwell in this shrine place. Nicely talk, smile, be happy. That is the beautiful family. So do this 5 minutes a day. If your kids are young, please teach them. They will be very peaceful, nice people. Now it is good that you all came. Listening to Dhamma is a great, Kalena Dhamma Savanang is a blessing. And sight of a monk is also blessing. And you are going to take part in the offering of Dana, Danancha Dhammacharya, that is also blessing. All these blessings you receive today, may you all be well and happy. May you be blessed with a good health, long life, happiness and success. Final emancipation may you reach one day. All Nibbana Sukhi Hotu.